Well, good afternoon and welcome. Welcome to Rangers Radio. And this build up to Rangers at home to Motherwell in the league business. Join myself, Foxchair, on the show as the one and only AK and the legend. Yes, the legend. The technical legend. That is Albert. Afternoon, gentlemen.
Afternoon, mate. How are you?
Afternoon, Ox. Afternoon, Albert.
Afternoon, guys.
I'm glad that course worked, Albert.
I'm better taking a course of tablets and taking a technical course. I'm walking the tightrope here, mate. I'm fear to touch anything.
Right, you ready with the team for us? Right, AK.
Oh, no. I want to hear it off the Albert.
So they are, but I guess it's impossible.
Aye, no bother. Right, the team reads today. Butland in goals, Tavernier, Golson, Davis, Barisic, Lundstrom, Cifuentes, Lammers, Scott Wright, Matondo and Dessers. And the subs we've got for today is McCrory, Redvan, Souther, Jack, Seema, Sterling, Roof, Rice and Lovelace.
There'll be a lot of talk when the teams broke, Albert. I think the front, maybe 7, we understand. Obviously, Jack Butland's in goal. The first 7, we understand. Lammers comes in for Tom Lawrence. Yeah, I get that. We can't and the injury, so he's a straight swap. And then you've got a front 3, Dessers, Matondo, and Scott Wright. I think that was everybody picked that on Friday night on the show, mate, didn't they?
The bingo machine.
Tell you. Oh, I don't know. I don't know if I've seen that one coming. Let's hope Motherwell never seen it coming as well. Because it's strange. It's strange. I mean, the boy Dessers, we know what we're going to get for him. No, I mean, the boy Wright, we know what we're going to get for him. Lammers, it's logical to put him in there because of Cantwell and Lawrence. So but I don't understand why Seamer's not playing. I don't understand why Wright's in instead of Seamer. That doesn't make sense to me at all.
And do you think it's been the sports science that's took Roof at the game? AK?
That's a possibility, Phil. Aye, that's a possibility. But certainly, I mean, the effort and endeavour that he's been putting in the last couple of games here, they're not signing him kind of, as if he's breaking down and he's tiring or that. That's a fair surprise, but you never know. There might be medical reasons behind that. But it's definitely inventive, isn't it?
Aye, I suppose it's a good thing to look at it as we've got players on the bench that can come on and influence the game, Albert.
Aye, Seamers is on the bench. Who else we got? It's Jack. Roof's on the bench. So, boy Rice and the boy Lovelace. I hope we're in a position we can put the boys on. I really do. I hope we're in a position that they can come on and show us what they've got and play well, because you like to see it. You like to see it, but we need to be in a position. Having said that, they might have to get thrown in the deep end and pull something at the bag for us. Either way, you're just hoping to get, if they do get a game, to play well and show what they've got. And that is them. But in the first team squad, then you say, right, you've made yourself available for other games now. But they definitely need to show something as they go on.
Yeah. We're looking forward to seeing them, AK, but the circumstances have got to be right. You've got to be fair to the boys as well.
Absolutely, and you're right. I mean, there's no point in putting it on if it's nothing each, one each, whatever. The game's basically you've got to have a 2-goal kind of cushion before you would want to be throwing them in, just in case things go wrong and they make a mistake and the crowd turns on them. I mean, I think young Rice is only like 16, so it would be great if we're in that position where we can put them on to gear them game time. I think Bale's keen in doing that, but he's got to be careful if and when to put them into the game. So, no, I agree with you.
That's what you know when you're getting old, AK, when some of the players are 4 times younger than you.
I definitely. I've got a daughter nearly thing with 16, so I'm getting old myself.
Albert, Butland picks himself. The back 4 played reasonably well on Thursday night. I don't think that's a surprise to anything. People will say that Souther's unlucky, maybe not get a game. I think he's a certainty to start on Wednesday, but we'll come to that. The midfield, Lundstrom done okay. Cifuentes showed glimpses and we've got injuries in there, so I understand that as well, yeah?
Aye, it's somewhere. As I said, I've been saying is he's just his stamina. He needs to build his stamina up, and the only way he's going to do that is play games. So I'm quite happy with that. I'm quite happy that the Lundstrom's in as well because he played well on Thursday night. So all in all, you're happy with the players. They look, if some of them look, if they're starting to get a grip with themselves and show a bit now. Now, as soon as we get people doing that, they start taking injuries and fall out the team, and the team has to be changed. And if that is that mob, that scientist mob, the mob that does all the fitness and all that, I think we want to sack them because it's getting ridiculous now. I don't see Lawrence is not even on the bench, for example. Why is that? We're told it's not that bad an injury, so why is he not on the bench?
Aye, I get it. I think we might go see him next weekend tonight. So an ideal thing would be us today, get some goals, AK. And I think if you were picking somebody to score for the team, maybe to get a brace, it would be Dessers.
Aye, every day of the week. No, hey, listen, it's a win. It's a win. It's a must. I don't really. I'm not too perturbed about how we actually play today. I know we would like to play well, but a win's vital because we're dropping. We're already 7 points behind getting into this game today, so we can't leave that sort of gap so early in the season.
It's not what happened to pick up in a negative, Albert, is it?
No. Mr. Happy, Mr. Positive.
Him and his pals, eh? Him and all his pals, all positive to the core. Rangers supporters to the core. Yeah.
The HP Brigade, the Happy Positive Brigade.
The Brown Sauce Brigade.
Oh dear. Game's not even finished. Right.
Started.
Not even started. Right.
Both over 4 points.
They were us outside, didn't they want you on here? Right, okay.
Oh dear.
All right, people join us all the time. AK gives the team, and then we'll get the phone lines opened.
No problem. Team today is Butland, Tavernier, Golson, Davies, Barisic, Lindstrom, Cifuentes, Lammers, Wright, Matondo, Dessers. Subs today: McCrory, Ridvan, Suter, Jack, Seema, Sterling, Roof, Rice, Lovelace.
All right, okay. Why don't you come and join us?
Why don't you give us a call on 0141 356 1972. It's your show, it's your platform. Let's hear from you.
Talking about Southside, 5 out of 6, but it wouldn't be fair to say hit the bar, would it, AK? With the other one.
He done a deal, boy. He failed through the bar. Unlucky, big man.
5 out of 6, but no close, no cigar, no praise. Yeah, no odds, no value for money, and his other one got hammered all there.
Oh, it's definitely by the drawing board for him, I'm telling you. He's right on the naughty step now, man.
Andy's out the last player standing.
Oh, God. Hell of a weekend for my hell of a weekend.
That's a shame. Are you still in there? Are you around?
No, I don't even know I was in at the beginning. I took Rangers the first week and I took Hearts yesterday. But I don't know if GB's put me in. I don't know. But Hearts get beat anyway, so I'm out my ear. I'm out my ear, mate.
I'm still standing.
Yep, I'm Elton John as well.
Yeah, so...
Who did you take yesterday?
I've got Rangers today.
Good. Yes. Banker.
AK's got Motherwell.
If we didn't need the points, there would be saying something else.
Oh dear. I had a big game. I was trying to keep everybody informed.
Committee meeting and everything about it.
A board meeting. Right, okay. Back to the team. 4-2-3-1. That's what it looks like to me, yeah. Usual back four. Lundstrom and Cifuentes in their positions, but they've got to be further up the park, Alberta.
Aye, definitely, mate. It's. I understand where somebody was explaining it to me what it was. I heard it in one of the podcasts, and then somebody else is explaining the thinking behind what he's trying to do, and it sounds all right, but there's flaws in it, which we all see. There's spaces that every team exploits with us, and I don't know the pros and cons. Obviously, we were sitting in a league now. There's more cons than pros, so he needs to. I don't think he's going to change what he wants to do. They better start working. They better start working soon. Well, a couple of good results there. Let's hope we kick on for air, mate. Let's hope that's the spark that we needed.
Oh, would you have a 4-1-4-1, AK?
Aye, I think he could play that with just Lundstrom sitting and then release, like say, Cifuentes and Lammers, Wright, Matondo, to be the kind of the workers in the midfield to try and get the service up to Dessers. I think there's potential in there with the ball and without the ball to alternate their kind of system. But let's hope it's a positive one and we take the game early to Motherwell. That's what I want to see. You know, go right at them for the whistle and let them know that we're the home team and we're up for the 3 points today. Because Motherwell's, to be fair, they've had a good start to the season themselves. So they'll fancy their chances a wee bit. But we're, as Albert said, the last couple of games there, 2 good wins, 2 clean sheets. Let's kick on for there, eh?
I'd like us to score more goals, Albert.
Aye, that's the secret, mate, isn't it? That is definitely the secret of this. It's secret of any team, I suppose. But if you score the goals, you take a lot of pressure off everybody, not at least the manager, but you're definitely taking it off your midfield, your defence, everywhere. And it gives you the confidence and you can start playing a bit of football. But that's been the problem now for a few years, the lack of the goals. I know everybody's saying, we scored X amount of goals last season, but that's not what we're meaning. We're meaning during games, tight games. There's too many tight games. You're going to have tight games, but we've just got too many tight games, and we really shouldn't be having all these tight games. It's silly. It's silly. Because we miss some real sitters at times. Real sitters, they shouldn't be doing. You miss sitters, of course you do. Know the amount we miss. But again, goals. We need to get goals.
Yep. Yeah, breeds confidence, AK.
100%. I'm hoping Dessers has come back with a wee bit of the bit between his teeth. See, because he's been sitting kicking his heels on the bench there the last couple of games, that'll kind of, hopefully give him the kick up the backside to go out there and get a couple of goals that we're looking for. So I'm looking for a big response off of him.
People going about the defence and clean sheets. Can I ask you too? It's just a simple question, reasonably quick answer. Would you run a 1-3-0 or 5-2? Albert?
5-2.
AK?
3-0 would do me.
All right. Okay. Can see the personality there. One is happy-go-lucky, positive, shooting personality, and the other one, yeah.
What about yourself? You're a 5-2 man then?
5-2 all day long.
I've been banging on about it for long enough. I'm looking for attractive tank football, not just for Rangers, for everybody. I want the league to turn into this. I want all games to be like this. So you're looking forward to it. You don't know the outcome of any game. You're sitting there on the edge, but it's good football you're watching. It's attacking, good football, skillful, technical football instead of all this dour defensive garbage that you're dishing up. We've all got to endure. I mean, let's be honest about it. A lot of the games we sit and watch are endurance. It's an endurance test. It really is. It's not Rangers' fault. I'm not blaming Rangers per se. I'm blaming the way Scottish football is. But 5-2 all day long for me, mate. All day long.
What's your thinking then, AK?
Oh, listen, you've heard Southside say it many times. How can we concede to anybody? I don't know. I'm kind of way the big man there. Keep things tight.
I said that. I said, would you rather have 3-0 or 5-2?
Oh, I would stick to my guns here. 3-0 would do me. That breeds confidence in the defence and the keeper, and also breeds confidence and hopefully it's the strikers that's scoring the goals.
But you're getting an extra 4. If you're going for it, you get an extra 4 goals in the game. So the game as a spectacle is better to watch for a start. If you just want to win leagues, I get what you're saying. If you just want to win I get what you're saying here, like we're talking more about
for the 5-2 would be better for you, because it could come down to, if you had a perfect tie, it could come down to goals scored.
Yep.
So for a week basis, you'd be better. Just it wasn't a trick, just opinions. All right, we'll go to manager. We're going to hear for your gaffer, Michael Beale.
Michael, we'll start on team news today. 3 changes to your squad. Can you just talk us through those?
Yeah, 2 enforced. Unfortunately, Tom Lawrence has an issue, and probably we won't see him for the next 2 or 3 games, unfortunately. He felt good when he came off the pitch, thought it was just cramp, but it's the next day had a reaction. Kamar, we just need to manage, but he's available to come off the bench and play reduced minutes today with the schedule we've got coming up. And one decision we've made just in mind for this game, that we might need a dribbler in the team, and so we took Seamer out for Scott Wright. But the rest of the team's got a nice look and feel about it. There's a bit of consistency, which is important for sure. Yeah,
obviously as Motherwell in the league this afternoon, how much do you hope the squad can take momentum from the result on Thursday and the results since coming back after the international break?
We need to keep that feeling going. We need to go again. We need to play with the same passion, energy, work ethic, drive in terms of our energy on the pitch, and add another 15% quality in possession, I think, and stay with the ball a little bit more. The atmosphere in the stadium in the second half in particular was fantastic. The whole feeling about the night was good, and we want to start where we ended off on Thursday for sure. It'll be a different challenge. We know Motherwell are unbeaten in 7 or 8 months away from home, I believe, but it's important that they feel the full strength of Ibrox and Rangers today.
You touched on it being a different challenge. What do you expect from Motherwell?
Very good defensively. It'll be a 5-4-1, and look to counter in the moments they can down the side of our centre half. So it's important that we're high up the pitch and aggressive in transition, but that we really work their back 3 or back 5 as much as we can with our passing, our dribbling, and ultimately our running off the ball. It's important that we run off the ball and cause them problems.
Why don't you give us a call on 0141 356 1972. It's your show, it's your platform. Let's hear from you.
You can't catch a break. That's Raskin, Dow, Lawrence, and Canto. Oh, you couldn't make it up all bit, could you?
And Danilo.
Aye, I was just going to say midfield and Danilo, aye.
It's unreal. 5 important players, know what I mean? But here we go again. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. I don't understand what's happening. Once you can understand, because they tell you that anyway, when you come back to a long-term injury, you're susceptible to these I think somebody was saying it was a tissue injury, soft tissue carry on, more technical stuff that I don't know anything about. But, so Lawrence is understandable. Cantwell is, don't say he's unlucky, that idiot ran into him. He's a bam, that boy, him that plays for that scum. He's just a total nutter bam. Gets away with murder. And again, he got away with that one. He just runs straight at you. He's a nutcase. But then Raskin's a funny one, by the way. Nobody actually said what actually happened to the boy. He said, somebody said, a kick in the calf or something. But he's out for 4 weeks or 4 games or something. It sounds strange, that one to me. Dow. I mean, there's another one. Dow, he's only out for a week, 2 weeks, 7 days, 2 weeks, fortnight, 3 weeks. No, 4 weeks. No, it's 5 weeks. Nobody can tell you anything. It's nuts, mate. I don't understand it.
Hopefully, Dow and Lawrence are back after the Livingston game, pushing for next weekend. They care. But the midfield it was the centre halves last year. It looks as if it's the midfield this year.
Aye, I know, but it's all better saying it's like deja vu all again, isn't it? I'm thinking that the Redvan one is it possible because he played in like the under-21 tournament kind of pre-season, so he's maybe feeling the effects playing in that, so he's maybe dipped him out for a couple. I mean, it could be clever management to do that because we've got bodies there to come in. It's frustrating because he seemed as if he's coming into a wee bit of form, and he dips out again, and it's the same with Lawrence and that. But as you say, it could be all this GP thing with system that they're recognising.
I think Redvan was dropped because his performance last Saturday. Barisic back in all day long on form. Albert.
Yeah, aye.
Aye, Ridvan never done himself any favours. Like, he never done anything
He wasn't
particularly wrong.
poor, but he wasn't positive.
He wasn't involved in the game, mate. He never got himself involved in the game. He'd huddles a room. He should be going after his nut. He was too quiet for me. He should be going after his nut. All that room and nobody's getting him the ball. He should be in there telling him. You know what I mean? But he just sat out there quite happy. He sat out there and stretched the game. Not good enough. You need more at Rangers. You need to put more into the game. But so Barisic is back in. You know my feelings with Barisic, but he's in, and he's playing well. He's not a bad player, but it's getting him to play well is the problem.
I thought he did a decent game on Thursday night, if I'm honest.
Aye, he did, mate. He did.
Aye. I think if you criticise, you've got to be fair, aren't you? Yeah.
Oh, definitely, mate, definitely.
Aye.
I want them all to prove me right. I keep telling you this. Ones I criticise, when I criticise them, I want them to prove me right. I want them to put egg in my face and say, "Well, I told you." No, I showed you, didn't I? Please do. Please do.
Okay.
With you there, Albert, with you there. We're only critiquing the game and the players as we see it. We know the potential they've got. They're at our club for a reason. So if they're underperforming, we want them to do better. And obviously, we want our team to be winning. So it's putting a standard down to these guys, you know. And if they're not playing well enough, well, they need to know they're not playing well enough. And somebody needs to, you know, give them a kick up the backside to make them play better. So, if it improves them, that's good.
Well, we'll see. I mean, if they play with a 4-5-1, that's what the manager said. Yeah, all better, wasn't it?
Aye, 4-5-1.
So they play with 4-5-1. So our two centre halves should take carry the one forward. Obviously, it's a shift, but then that means that the fullbacks are higher, and that really gives us like a 2-4. You know, if you accept that they're starting to play more in midfield, yeah, they're playing a different area for the pitch for a normal game. Yeah,
I can't remember. I mean, are there any speed merchants in their team? I don't know. I've no watched. I don't watch it. Aye.
Don't know, mate. I don't.
Because they'll be using the same gaps that we leave if there's any speed merchants. Oh, I know there's a young boy in their team supposed to be the same age as that boy Rice.
Right. We've been saying that if you were playing, you'd have your fast man outside left against us. As soon as you get the ball, you just play it into the inside outside left channel, wouldn't you? That's what you
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely, mate. Easy. All
right, we've been joined by Darren. Afternoon, Darren.
Good afternoon, guys. How are we? That's a good team, I think. I think it's a strong team in it. Obviously, Roof's trapped. Do you think there's a wee bit of? Do you think he'll come off the bench and make an impact?
Well, I don't know if you had the manager saying it's just precautionary because obviously the number of games he's played and they're looking after him. I'm hoping, this might sound really silly, Darren, I'm hoping he doesn't go on the pitch.
Aye.
You had it done before then?
I just don't want him on the pitch. If he needs a rest, then hopefully we don't need to bring him on because we don't need any goals. So you can tell him with 20 minutes to go, we're putting on love race. Go and get yourself ready, Kmart, and go and do some interviews. Yeah?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You know, and that means we've got goals, Darren, eh?
I definitely hope it works out like that. 3 points is what matters. A wee bridge, 1-0, get it out of the line, eh?
AK likes him. AK?
I prefer a 3-0. It's no good for the heart, 1-0, that's for sure. But as long as we get the win, you're right there.
Having said that, I like that 1-0 win during the week. We finished that game really well. I thought, the last 10 minutes, because usually you're hanging on. I thought we managed it really well.
You're right, pal.
Here's the stats. The last 21 games, we've won 15, drew 6 with Motherwell, 4-58 against 21. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so and they've not beat us since August 2016. So hopefully we can keep that run going and make that 16-6 all better.
Yeah, 16-6. Aye, I hope so, mate. Because we usually struggle against them. No? I mean, let's be honest. But we get there, but we struggle. We seem to play better away in their ground than we do at Ibrox against them for some reason.
Sometimes, aye.
But the last one I remember, not last time, but the last one I remember was that 2-0 at half time, and then we just take our foot off the accelerator. And I mean, just start strolling, end up 2 each. None of that nonsense. None of that nonsense now. Just keep your foot to the flare. Keep the pressure on. As Alex says, in their faces. Don't give them a minute to breathe. Stay with them all over the park. And then what you'll normally find if you do that, up in Scotland, the lack of quality, they can't handle it. But if you give any professional player the amount of space that we give teams at times, they all look good, don't they? They all look comfortable. But you get in their faces. What Europe does to us, get in your face. Don't give you a minute to breathe. And then you'll see truly the quality of these players, which is pretty poor.
Darren, any surprises for you in the team? There was a big one for me.
No, well, obviously it's just as a good team in it. So just get it on the line. That's what you want. But I'd like to see some of the young boys getting a chance. Not me. So maybe a couple of goals up, put some of the young ones on to get a run at it. That's what I would like to see. What was your big surprise?
Scott Wright, mate. Scott Wright starting. Yeah, I thought he was out the picture. And there he is. He appears. You know.
Yeah, that was a weird one. What did the rest of the guys think about that one? Scott Wright.
Gobsmacked.
I'm kind of shocked myself at that one. I actually heard to cancel his being beat at Blackpool for a September weekend there. He was away.
Aye. Don't know if him and Andy Village would have been tall enough to go on some of the rides to Pleasure Beach.
It certainly would have been on the big one.
Right. How do you see it panning out today? Give your thoughts, Albert, then Darren.
I think it'll be the usual. They're going 4-5-1 or 5-4-1, whatever formation that is. But it'll be us struggling to break them down. Just packed defence, packed area. We'll be throwing balls in. They'll be clearing them and normal stuff. And then eventually we get a bit of craft about ourselves. He's looking for the right to get on the ball, as he said, and dribble. He could have an impact. He's never done it before, but he could have an impact. Matondo, they've already come out and spoken about Matondo, but they understand his speed and all that, so they'll have a plan for Matondo. Desser needs to come to the party. He needs to show up today. He definitely does. I hope the guy scores a couple of goals. I really do. Like you said earlier on, I hope he does. I really do. But it's going to be hard to break down. It's just keep with it, keeping our faces. That's what I can see happening.
I can't tell you what the plan will be, but I'll go to Darren first with Matondo. On you go, Darren.
I'm obviously the same as the other night. I think Motherwell will park the bus and it'll be 11 men behind that ball. It'll be hard to break down, but I think the other guys, I think Tessers need to come into play and obviously could get a few goals under his belt. That's just my opinion. But I think Motherwell will come out and put 11 men behind that ball and it'll be very hard to break down.
AK?
I'm a wee bit with you there, Dan, but I don't think they'll be as negative as the likes of Livingston or a St Johnstone or that coming out. I mean, Motherwell's been in a decent run of form themselves. I think I read somewhere that they've actually no lost an away game in the last 9 months, which is quite incredible for a wee provincial club like that. So I think they'll keep it tight for the first 20-25 minutes and kind of get the crowd on their side, but I also think that they'll look to break on us, and they've been scoring goals themselves. So hopefully we get a kind of early breakthrough, and then we can see how good the two teams are together, and we should have enough in our team to beat them. Let's be honest.
I agree. We should. Albert, do you want to hear my plan? What they'll do?
Yep.
The first chance somebody gets will motor him, and then he'll move, and then somebody else will motor him, and that's how the plan. And then if one of them gets a yellow card, he'll come off at half time.
And then the next one steps up.
Yep. I told you that the 5 subs. I'll say it again. The 5 subs suits the teams that they're kicking me.
Definitely. And they're all playing that tactic now. It's no like it's the speculating. They're actually taking the tactic. They're playing it. So they probably it's no fair in the football players, isn't it? It's definitely no fair in the football players.
I hear that idea of yours with the orange card, and then that's growing momentum. FIFA are looking at it.
Aye.
The Yanks particularly like the one where the other team picked the player that goes off.
Just shows they listen to Rangers Radio. FIFA, UEFA, listen to Rangers Radio.
The best show about.
Continuity in the back four, Darren. There's 2 games in a trot. I need to check it, but obviously Suter's been in, Davis has been in, Midvan's been in. You know, the boy Stirling has been in, who's not done a lot long in the league, if I'm being honest. So, but got a bit of continuity, and it means that guys they get in, they've got to fight to keep the shut.
Yeah, but they've got to fight, as you said, to keep that shut. And the only one that seems to be doing it is our goalkeeper, week in, week out. So hopefully that changes the day with a couple of goals. And, you know, obviously it goes down to goal difference at the end of the season. You know what I mean? It's going to be quite close. I think it's going to be tit for tat with that other mob across the city.
Oh, but results today, okay, get the result, score some goals, entertain the fans, everybody happy.
That's a perfect holiday weekend to me, that, Oxford. Everybody can enjoy their Sunday and then don't go to work tomorrow morning with a sore head. But no, we're looking for goals, we're looking for a win, we're looking for a good performance. That's a perfect Sunday.
Yes. Oh, Bear, who's going to unlock this defence then? We've got the wide men, Wright and Matondo both get place. Lammers has showed glimpses, particularly in pre-season. I thought he'd done okay on Thursday night. Yeah, okay. So we'll be looking for him to make things happen, if we're being honest.
Cifuentes and Lammers will unlock them. That's what I'm looking for. Especially if Lammers starts playing with facing the goal. He's no good if he's back to goal. You need to start playing that boy in positions where he's facing play. If he's facing play, he's a different player, by the way. And he needs to release the ball a bit quicker as well. We all know he's a good player, but he hangs on it a wee bit too much just to show everybody how much a good player he is. If he starts releasing the ball, he sees the pass. It's not that he doesn't see it; he sees it. He just holds on too long. But facing play and having Cifuentes, now you're only going to get an hour out of Cifuentes because he'll start blowing after an hour. So they two, I'm looking for a lot for they two today, and Dessers to put himself about and get some goals.
Lundstrom, at times you've been a fan of his, and obviously he miscontrolled the ball a couple of times on Thursday night. That's the negatives in his game, and I get that, particularly the one at the end, but we're all screaming. But however, on Thursday night, he was taking the ball and running past players. We've not saw that often for John Lundstrom. He shows he's got it in his locker, and we want to see Mary driving forward. Yeah,
100%. I think that's where Lundstrom plays better, when he's on the front foot and actually 20 yards further up the park, you know, because you think back to that run in Seville, that's where Gio was playing him, and he scored some brilliant goals, obviously, against Leipzig. He scored in Dortmund. He's got that in his locker, and I think Cifuentes is pretty much the same sort of type player. So if we can press further up the park, you know, and hopefully we've got the speed of the guys in the wings to put in some dangerous balls, anything coming out to the edge of the box, I'm wanting for Lundstrom and Cifuentes to pounce on and hopefully get their shot away, and could well score some goals. So I'm looking forward to the game, pal.
Cifuentes, what's your thoughts on him, Darren?
Aye, hopefully just get the ball to him and get obviously some goals for him, and you know what I mean, and just get a good team performance today, and let's get behind the team, start to finish.
Aye. Well, I think it's what we do, Albert. You know, if we play well, we'll win. Yeah, that's simple as that. But we need to play well.
It's always the case, mate. Isn't it? It's always the case. We say this all the time. If we play, we win. It's a case of the team turning up and playing. They don't always do it. In fact, the majority of times they're not doing it, especially against teams like this. I mean, Motherwell shouldn't be any problem with us. Not with the quality we've got in the team. There should not be any. The biggest problem you've got is us is if we don't truly put the effort in, well, you'll struggle. You'll struggle against anybody, not just Motherwell. You'll struggle against anybody. But if you put the effort in, your quality shines through. Eventually, your quality shines through. And that's just a cliche. That's a fact. Everybody says that. Everybody knows that. But let these boys play. I'm talking to Beale now. Let them play. Let the handbrake off. Let them just go out and play and go for this team. Let's see what happens. But here again, do you think he will? I don't think he will myself.
Anybody in the UK who wants to watch the match. Really unusual. You've got a chance to watch it on RTV live, and within the UK, $9.99. It's priced at. Yeah, if anybody's out there looking to watch the game and listening, it's no on terrestrial TV or satellite TV, so you can watch it on RTV for $9.99 in the UK. Unusual. I think that's going to come. AK, if I'm honest, but that's a debate for a whole different night. But I think it's going to come.
I think the club channel TV is really taking off, not just UK but across Europe. You can basically watch every game when and where you want it, you know. So there's money there to be made, you know. It's the marketing side of the commercial side of the clubs, you know. They're tapping into the support that they've got. So they're quite right to do that as well and take advantage of it, and I'm sure they'll get a few subscribers.
Yeah.
Here's points well, don't forget that.
What's that?
The Major's points as well.
All right. Major's points. Silver, I think. So, predictions, Darren.
Predictions, I'm going for 2-0 Rangers.
AK, I've got you done for yours. Albert.
2-0 Rangers.
2-0 also, AK.
A 2-0 would do me, but a 3-0 would be even better.
What are you going for?
3-0. I'll go 3-0.
Because if it was 2 or 3-0, you come on and say, I told you so. He's at the top seat. He's at the top seat.
What 26 goals? I told you.
I think it's when we get the goals. I think if we can get the goals, hopefully we've learned. And if we could go into the half-time Albert, which you talked about in a previous encounter, I think they picked on that you have to drive one, yeah? And then
definitely.
Maybe get the goals and then change the personnel, yeah?
Definitely, mate, definitely. Do not take your foot off the accelerator. Because, you know, everybody knows if you let your pace drop, you're playing well and you let your pace drop, getting it back is really, really difficult, if not impossible. So keep it going and keep the foot down. Don't need if you even look if we're going to start slacking off the pace, change the personnel immediately. Don't wait to an hour and all that. If you look if we're dropping, change it. Because I'm telling you, all these teams in Scotland, you keep in their faces and you keep the high press, the high energy. They collapse, mate. They're not good enough. The players are playing in Scotland for a reason, mate. They're playing in Scotland because they're not good enough to play anywhere else.
You're a hard man. He's a hard man, AK, isn't he?
His wife would tell you that. She must be a harder woman.
I'm fair to her.
Oh, she's an angel, that lady. An angel.
Sent to heaven.
Don't know about that very well. I'll take it.
I just forgot that lady.
It must have won his half days.
Oh dear. Hope she's not listening.
Oh no. I don't say that when she's in. You think I'm mental? I might be a lot of things, but I'm not stupid, mate.
Oh dear. Brilliant. Right. Okay. Lammers, Savientis, you know, they're the players that are coming in. I mean, most of the teams were there last season were new players on the affecting my selections much, Darren, Butland, of course.
No, not really affecting.
We've got a bit Dessers as well.
Yeah, they're not really affecting it. They really just get a good team performance today and just right in their faces. right from the start, and let's get 3 points in the bag, Rangers, and let's get behind the team and the manager.
You mentioned the manager. Obviously, a bit of the fizz came out the bottle the other night, AK and against St Johnstone. If it wins the night, a wee bit, win the day would take a wee bit more fizz out it, and the pressure would relieve it.
Oh, aye, I like that. I like that. Wee bit of fizz in the bottle. Aye, keep the fizz coming, because we want to overflow when they're getting us out the cup at the end of the year, but a long way to go before then.
We can only win games, so all better than things. People look at things differently, yeah.
It's the only thing that's going to save his job, mate, winning games.
Aye, winning games.
There's nothing else going to save his job. He can do all the talking he wants and all the blustering and all the rest of the nonsense, but he's never, ever going to save his job unless he wins games. It's as simple as that, mate. And it's always been that way for any manager. He's no unique. What he's done is made it hard for himself by poor performances, poor results, really early on in the season. But you can look at it another way and say, well, you're better getting if you're going to have bad performance, you may as well get them the early season, because you've got a whole, or the rest of the season to make up for it. Because if you get the bad performance at the back end of the season, you've run out of time, you've blew it. So I hope this is the bad performances out the way we've had, and we're starting on a road to recovery and a road to better football.
All right, last word for your good self, Darren.
Just let's get behind the team, get the 3 points in the bag, and hopefully it's a good phone-in after the football.
I hope so. AK.
I'm looking forward to good Rangers win today. 3 points, that's what it's all about. And let's celebrate the rest of the weekend, and obviously a good show after the game.
So this could be your last show, Albert, once Mrs. Albert gets a holiday after this. So thanks for your efforts.
If she hears this show, it's a certainty it's my last show. But anyway, come on the Rangers. That's what I'm saying today. Come on the Rangers. Let's get it done. Let's do what we've done. Well, let's play the second half for the full night, Thursday's game, for the full 90 minutes of this game. Let's get in their faces. Let's show them who we are.
Great point, mate. If we played like we done the second half on Thursday, they wouldn't live with us. Yeah? Wouldn't live with us.
No, they wouldn't get it, mate. They couldn't touch us.
All right, thanks to Darren for joining us. AK and Albert for doing the show. Fox and All School Blue for doing the technicals. This has been Rangers Radio. We'll be back 15 minutes after the final whistle, celebrating a Rangers victory. Take it away, All School Blue.
The famous RFC. Na 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 na.